Bonjour everyone and welcome to our second match on day one of the World Rugby Under-20 Championship from Stade de la Méditerranée here in Béziers in the south of France. Next up it is the Welsh taking on Australia. Some real hardy fans in and amongst the crowd. Bounce down from Cardiff and up from Canberra to catch their sides and action, and plenty of locals on hand as well to take in the World Rugby Under-20 Championship. What a part of the world to do it. So there is Pool 8 and how it shapes up. Australia alongside Japan, New Zealand and Wales. New Zealand, last year's champions. They have made the 20s their own in recent years. England, last year's finalists alongside New Zealand. Italy, Scotland and Argentina round out Pool B. Whilst in Pool C, well, it is South Africa, Georgia, France and Ireland. France and Ireland set to go around a little later tonight as well. So the way it's set up is win 5 games and you are then a champion. That's the equation. That's how simple it is. And both Australia and Wales get the opportunity now to open their accounts with a win. In perfect conditions here in Béziers. It has been a stronghold of Australian rugby in recent years, the south of France, and now their 20s team get to take on the Welsh. Let's check in with the captains now and see how the coin toss went.
Done with the toss. I think it's fair that I think I'm considering you as the home team, so I'm going to let you toss because you come further. And you're going to call in the air, heads or tails? Heads. Tails it is.
Can we kick off, please?
You can if you like.
Yeah.
And then you
run that way.
Okay, cool. So Australia playing that way, you kicking off that way. Good luck, boys. Enjoy it. Cheers.
So Ryan Lonigan, the Aussie captain, says we'll run left to right. Tommy Raffel, the captain of Wales, says we'll kick off. And there is a look at the Australian side. They've got an enormous unit in the form of their blindside flanker, S.A. Hungana. He is a beast. And off the back of him, the likes of Lucas and Tupou will be looking to light him up. Out wide, Lonigan will be asking questions in tight. They are coached by Jason Gilmore, and they take us through the Welsh team. It is a very good evening to Colin Gregor.
Good evening, Sean. Yep, the standout name, Kai Evans at fullback. Obviously the son of Welsh great Ieuan Evans. Get the ball to him in a bit of space and let's see the wheels he has. The other standout in the forwards is the captain, Tommy Reffel. No-nonsense player, obviously, in the Leicester Tigers outfit in the Aviva Premiership. So really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, it should be a tight game. We've just seen Scotland and Italy play out a 1-point thriller. That was the difference at the end, 27-26 full time in that one. That was Pool B. This is Pool A. Australia have never lost to Wales at the 20s World Championship. Ryan Lonigan leads them out. Lonigan out of the Vikings club in Canberra. A lot of the National Rugby Championship as well, and there is S.A. Hungana. He's had a taste of Super Rugby as well with the Melbourne Rebels. Brief dip at it. So to Sumisi Tupou, who scored in his run-on debut with the Melbourne Rebels just a couple of weeks back down in Canberra. He is a finisher of some class. There is Angus Blythe, who we've seen with Queensland and Queensland country back in the NRC in Australia as well. It is around about 5-5 back in Sydney. It is good morning to those of you watching on via Fox Sports in Australia. Those of you too catching all the action up in Wales as your 20 side gets set to go about their work here in the south of France. First up, the Aussie anthem.
Merci.
So the anthems in the rearview mirror. And now we look ahead. Australia v Wales, and that's how the Aussies line up. Expecting big things from the 21, Tate McDermott, as he comes off the bench as well. Rahm gets a start on the wing after Jordan Pate was pulled out by Queensland Reds coach Brad Thorne. Tupou and Lucas in the centres. Lonergan to orchestrate things from scrum half. Kemeny, he can go. Another huge unit in his Australian forward pack. And there is another look at how the Welsh line up with Rafael, Evans, Baldwin and Blacker, all players of note, about to go about their work under the guidance of Geraint Lewis. Jason Gilmore, the Aussie coach. Now referee for this one, Egon Seconds out of South Africa. And
okay, go now.
as we mentioned earlier, the south of France, well, there have been so many ex-Super Rugby players to come over and ply their trade here in this region. Down the road in Narbonne, Perpignan as well, here in Béziers. Former Reds and Brumby Super Rugby player Josh Valentine still cutting around this same pitch, calls at home here in Béziers. On the shores of the Mediterranean. We are at the Stade de l'Art, Mediterranean. And it is Australia v Wales. Pool A play about to get cracking.
No problem.
Kai Evans.
We got 10 seconds.
Settles into it. The countdown is on. We are good to go. Australia v Wales. The World Rugby Under-20 Championship live from Béziers. It is now time to go. Wales v Australia. The Welsh get us underway. It's a deep kickoff. Taken into contact there by Mac Hansen. Go back in the pocket, and this will help relieve pressure early on for Australia. Offside there, the Welsh. I'm Sean Maloney, and alongside me for the call is a man who knows a ton about rugby at the top level out of Scotland, Colin Gregor. And which way do you see this one going tonight?
Evening, Sean. That's a real tough one. I think that I'm going to back your fellow countryman and see Australia home in a tight one, which will upset my Welsh mother, but I think Australia just have the strength and firepower. But I expect Wales, if they get a hold of some ball, it's a Corey Baldwin in the centre, Ryan Conbeer on the wing. They could cause all sorts of havoc for this Australian team.
Busting one early on from Tupou. At the back for Quincy.
Still playing advantage.
He chips that one up the park, still playing advantage there. We're going to go back. Offside the call there against Wales. Just piggybacking the Aussies up the park inside the first two.
So the close-ups of the Welsh at the anthem, and they looked emotional, they looked ready for this. Maybe they're too ready though.
10, backline, advancing.
2 penalties in the first 90 seconds, that over-enthusiasm, keen to get into the game. They need to maintain that discipline. Otherwise, it's easy field position for Australia.
That one just flat batted into touch. Not happy with the kick.
I'll get you the early numbers.
Quincy.
5. You got it.
In come Blythe and Jose. And Garner sits up there and pulls it in. That's a tricky one for Quincy to bring in. Did an excellent job to get low and scoop that one up. Lonergan's pass this time around a little better out in front there for Hungana. Mafu. Left for Tusi. Mafu, and it's a loose carry. Throws his hands up and says, sorry, gang, that one's on me.
Corey Baldwin, the outside centre, you see his right arm, he just gets a rip on it. sometimes the attacker gets the benefit of the doubt. It's claimed that the defender has stripped him of possession, and therefore it's not a knock-on. No such luck for Australia on this occasion. In seconds, the referee for today decides it's a knock-on. And Welsh get their first chance at some possession.
Crouch. Bind. Sit.
In it goes, out of the hands there of Blacker. Big shove though from the Aussies. Will he get his hands on it? No, is the answer. And the green and gold come up bristling.
That's unnecessary. Okay, I got it. I'll deal with it. Huh? Take points, sir. Okay, shot.
Can hear the captain there, Ryan Lonergan, saying to Egon Seconds, we'll have a pop at the sticks. And here's another look at that scrum. Hungana on the side. Big weight and a good result for Australia.
Yeah, that's a big statement from that Australian 8. First scrum, Welsh possession. No chance of getting the ball out of that scrum. Emphatic push forward from Australia. And as a result, their first shot at goal. And still we wait for Wales to have any sort of sniff of possession.
So Lonergan, the captain, looking for the first 3 points in the match. No real win to speak of here in Béziers in the south of France. As Lonergan comes in, gets a good strike on it, and it sails right on through. 3-0 early in favour of the Australians.
And Australia will be more than happy with that start. Crowd really look energised there. Just play on Welsh ill discipline, make your way up the field, take the 3 points when they're offered to them. They'll be more than happy to rinse, repeat, do that again.
No, wait. You're in the head of the ball, eh?
Holding well there, and now off goes Mac Hansen. Hansen connects on the outside, finds the fast feet of McTaggart.
No more hands,
McTaggart throws it back in field, didn't want to die on the play. And now the penalty goes to the Welsh, but some promising signs there from Hansen and McTaggart. We've seen McTaggart
there you go.
in recent times getting a start with the Australian 7 side, and he can go.
Yeah, outstanding aerial skills as well, taking that restart under pressure from Rio Dyer, the right winger for Wales. And then turn of pace, he's away. Great support, but again, just that over-enthusiasm at ruck time. Thinking scrum halves almost got hands on ball. So we see great eyes on the ball from Mac Hansen. And he just ball in 2 hands, looking for his options. Give it to the pace outside him. Good cover defence from Wales.
Straight all over that. All over it. And they force a turnover. It's Josh Kemeny.
Let's go. Break down, JK.
Josh Kemeny, hit with injury last year. Hugely promising schoolboy start. And there he is, getting the shot all over that peel. No one can shift him. And Josh Kemeny comes up with the forced turnover. Quenzi to touch, and Australia given a good chance here of bumping that lead out a little further.
Okay, so that's you. So if you keep your guys out, I can see them.
Dominating the penalty count. Difficult to get into a game if you're conceding a lot of penalties. That one first phase. Great work from Kemeny at the breakdown. Just so strong over ball.
Brought in by Blythe, one of the more experienced players in this Australian 20s team. Hungana. Loose carry, knocked on.
Knock on. By yellow.
I've got to say, hugely impressed with the figure that Essie Hungana is cutting at the moment.
I need you on these marks, eh? Yeah.
Was carrying a touch last year when we saw him, and has shredded down now to resemble a finely tuned monster on the side of the scrum for the Australian 20s team.
Yeah, and obviously got the mobility. He can play a bit at lock, but he's obviously packing down at number 6. He's got that mobility to be in the back row. See, with hands on ball, he's a no-nonsense carrier. See a bit of the old claret. I think he's a Welsh
Same picture there
captain.
by you, Nadi. Eagle on defence here, those first two.
Tommy Reffel, a little bit of
From
treatment.
red.
It's a nice little
The 9, we
split
saw
just
the
above
same
the eye.
picture.
Nasty one, that. Nip in for a quick stitch or
Sorry,
two.
I was just saying, we saw the same picture when you said 9 offside. Are you going to...
Take it off, yeah.
Yeah.
Keep it on there. Keep it on, keep it on.
Isaac Lucas there, front and
Just a blood
centre.
replacement.
How about this for a family of footballers?
Nadi, am I breaking up when I talk to you?
Older brother Ben Lucas with the Queensland Reds as scrum half in Super Rugby. There's Matty Lucas, Brumby scrum half, and Tommy Lucas, who plays for the Australian Sevens team. All three of those have also played Aussie Sevens, and now Isaac Lucas, a boom youngster out of Brisbane,
Yes, I will.
gets his chance at the international level.
That is quality work from the family, isn't it? Dare say the mum and dad might be just a touch proud. Bit of pressure on young Isaac now. Three brothers have all gone on to bigger and better things. Only playing for Australia 20. Most think that's some achievement in itself.
Here come Wales. Beaten in the initial contact there, Tupou, and now the Welsh switch. Good run from Conbeer. Conbeer carries nicely.
Number 1 offside advantage.
Now Australia are offside. Into the line comes Evans. Evans is a big rangy runner.
Yes.
Here's the 22 of Australia.
Still playing advantage, Red.
Care. Lovely offload at the line. There's Williams. Blacker sniping, hit hard. Hungana came in and caught him, but will come back for the initial penalty.
Number 1, yellow.
See offside there. Loose head prop for Australia. Harry Houpert. Nice attack from Wales, getting the ball out to the width. Talked about Corey Baldwin at outside centre. Ryan Conbeer on this left wing. Both dangerous runners. Work well with the Scarlets on occasion this season.
Captain. Let's call captain,
From
please.
one width, Wales get to the other width. Stretching that Australian defence.
I'll have the same
See
chat to them.
last. That's a
We're 9 minutes into the
tackle.
game.
Dane Blacker
Offside
trying to keep
infringement. 3 on
the
your side,
Australian
3
fringe
on
defence
theirs. We need to
honest,
work harder,
make
please.
sure that they're aware of him as a threat, but they more than match that.
Yeah, I'm not sure he'll be running anywhere near Hungana again. He did not miss. Evans comes in
So the
now
same chat to them
with his first
before you go.
shot at the
See them
six.
offside. See them offside there. I need you guys to work harder.
Around about 38 out.
Trying to Jacqueline, we'll make sure that this button on body weight.
And a bit of angle to contend with.
We'll have a look there.
Thank you very much, sir.
Evans looking
number are
to square it up. Really taking his time on this one. Kai Evans out of the Ospreys, and he goes whack. The penalty goal is on the board for Kai Evans. It is 3-3, 10 gone.
I think we've got a blood replacement. I think Tommy Reffel, the Welsh captain, is off just now.
You got to make sure that they all stay behind you before you kick
So
the
on
ball.
comes number 20. And Greggins, interested to hear Wales talking to Egan Seconds, the referee there, just asking to make sure Australia are supporting their own body weight when they're in at the breakdown.
Tate goes through, makes the tackle from the restart. Looking to pin the Welsh down. Blacker shuffles it one off. Good little dart there too
Inside.
from Regains. Blacker. That one in a
No, I
touch,
said
and
inside. Breakdown was
Australia
inside.
have a dip at line out time.
Australia look like they're
That's you?
targeting the breakdown, not giving Wales any sort of easy ride. Going to have to commit numbers to the breakdown to secure ball.
Now I need you to set, please. Get in.
Means Australia can just try and slow that down, or they can win the turnovers. It's just the energy expenditure for Wales as well.
To the middle.
Yeah, got.
Jose brings it in well for the Aussies. Tupou. Tupou takes 3 to put him down. Lonergan to Jose. Sharp feet there from Ma'afu. Quincy, touch deep there, touch flat. Lucas takes it forward. Here's again, Ma'afu. Tidy D, and that forces Australia in the kick. It ricochets back across the park to Jose. Looked up and said, sure, I'll have a go with it. Now the stab over the top from Lonergan brings a good chase from Tupou, brought in well by Evans.
No, yellow. Get your hands back, please.
Blacker. Pops it up there for Henry. Henry bobbles across the deck. Counter there by his opposite number, Tom Ross, out of Gungahlin.
Use it now, ball is out.
That one right back down to Mac Hansen. Bullets it into McTaggart. Looking for room on the outside there of Evans, but he slides back and pulls it in easily. Now stripes that one down that far side. Australia let this just run dead in goal. No, run into the in goal. Quenzi back, and he gets to wind up and send one deep as well. Jones. Classic kicking duel for the moment. And after all that, James Ram calls the mark, and Australia just wander back.
On me.
And he'll most likely just tap and smash it in a touch.
You'd have thought so, yep. Just set the line out. Obviously, be Wales put in. Look to apply pressure at set piece. Cagey opening. 13 minutes, I think it's safe to say, Sean, that still a bit of feeling out. Australia looking like they're really targeting breakdown, not giving Wales any sort of easy possession. Dane Blacker a couple of times, he's had to go back in for it. Wales just looking to find their feet, bed themselves into the game.
Closing the gap again.
Couple little glimpses.
Australia closed the gap at the line out there. The free kick goes against them. A repeat of that will be a full arm against the Aussies. Blacker gets it to Henry. Henry, nice on ball placement. Blacker. Oh, he just puts a little too much work on that one. It's out on the fly, and the Aussies say thanks very much.
Same applies to you.
Execution there, there's some space in behind. Just tries to punch it into the corner.
I'm happy there.
Rather than keeping ball in hand, going through phases, looking to turn Australia, get them back into their 22. Just the execution on that occasion.
Ma'afu, Hungana. Pops it out the back for Lonergan. McTaggart sneaking down that short side. McTaggart. He won't get it. Lonergan will.
Playing advantage for the knock-on.
Now for Hansen. Hansen. Can he get it across the park to Ram? Goes himself, Hansen. Lonergan.
Advantage over for the knock-on.
Jose. Skip ball. Creates some room for Quenzi. Now Hungana across for McTaggart. McTaggart is quick. McTaggart tries to kick it back in field. It's trapped nicely there by Evans. Shuts that threat down and maintains possession. Sharp stuff from Kai Evans. McTaggart was
Use it now, the ball's out.
And looking to keep the play alive with a kick back in field, but Evans read it so well. Hansen now. Tupou, we're going to stop play.
No problem.
I think it's too close to Rio Dyer, Welsh right winger who's struggling. Doesn't look like he's in a nice state.
Yes.
The upper limb injury, just he went up for
the
a high ball, chased that
That's
up.
on calling the ball out when he uses his hands to roll it back. He's got to use his feet.
It's an innocuous one, but something pops or something goes, which never nice to see. Australia then recognised that. They
Number
went
9.
down his wing, they went
You've
down
got to use your
that
foot
right-hand
to roll
side
the ball.
with their
That's what I'm
left
saying, the
winger
ball is out. You can use
McTaggart
your hands to roll it back.
galloping into the open space. Kai Evans comes across, snuffs down that attack. So it gets the end of the game for Rio Dyer, which is a real shame.
They were in position, your guy was just...
So after all that, we'll pack a scrum down.
Okay, time back on.
Up comes Joe Goodchild, playing for the Dragons.
Crouch!
Club rugby.
Fine! No.
Let's go. All right.
No, it's been good the whole time. It was just a gradual slip in. It was both sides, just sliding in.
Ref clear with his reasoning on what he's saying about scrums, that no one at fault. Both teams just sliding in. Well known technical term.
Crouch! Fine! Set!
Lonergan feeds, it goes to ground again.
Use it, 9. Stay there.
Thankfully, seconds says, get it moving, Ryan Lonergan. Wales snap it away from the Australians, and now kick downtown. Back is Ram charged down. Hansen lets it bounce. Somehow it kicks sweetly off the deck for the Aussies. It looked like a certain try going to the Welsh there. Now they spin it wide. He's the new man, Goodchild. Snapped away by McWright, but he's penalised.
No clear release.
Not releasing is the call against McWright. Initially it looked okay.
This is the second time Wales have landed on their back. And kind of getting turtled means the ball's there for Australia to latch onto. But that occasion, it's decided there was no clear release. So Wales need to fight though when they're carrying ball in. See a replay. It's a good initial drive, but then he lands on his back and the ball's just there, ready to be pounced on by the Australians. But you don't get that clear release before going back in. That's what our South African referee has decided on that occasion.
He clubbed the initial shot at penalty goal, did Kai Evans, and now gets another shot at the sticks here in Bazir. 41 out. Kai Evans looking to give Wales the lead for the first time. His first attempt had plenty on it. The second has enough, but it is away to the right. 3-3 it stays.
Just got under that one, just didn't follow through quite as effectively. The man in the blue shirt, centre screens his old boy, the Welsh winger, British and Irish Lions as well, Ian Evans.
72 caps with Wales.
Yeah, quality
28
winner,
as captain.
Time back on.
7 with the British and Irish Lions
Everybody.
as well. Could go. Here he comes, Kai Evans. Sends it to the midfield. Hooper came up, made the tackle for Australia. This is Rafael. Nice little round the corner ball there from Basham. Another penalty against the Australians.
No clear release.
Same
Second
call
go as well.
against the Australians.
It's been penalty-tastic so far. Wales started the game conceding 4 on the bounce. Australia have just about levelled things up now. It's a big old kick this from bang on halfway.
Well, we saw this in the earlier game tonight here in Béziers. Each of the 3 venues around the south of France, working on the double-header setup. And in our first game, Scotland and Italy, it was a silly slow start, wasn't it, Cole? And then it exploded in the second half as both sides found their groove. 1 point the difference in that one. Italy jagging the win 3 minutes into injury time. Similar beginning here between the green and gold and the red of Wales. Kai Evans slapping an extra 10 metres on his previous attempt. It's a massive shot. Evans from 50 there. Ooh, cannons are through. 6 threes to score.
And that is a lovely strike of the rugby ball. Just looked so effortless. All the top quality sportsmen, whether it's hitting a golf shot, a tennis shot, kicking at goal, when you're that good, it just looks so smooth, rhythmical. And Wales will take the 3 points.
Well, the word will be going out from Aussie coach Jason Gilmore to his team. Hey, guys, maybe start releasing on the ground and stop giving away stupid penalties, because Kai is going to club us.
And that's it. They are silly penalties when you give away one for not releasing, and moments later you give away another for the same foul. It's learning for these young players. You need to learn what is the referee hot on. I've seen a couple of offside calls. Maybe teams are taking a half-yard back. For Australia now, let's see a clear release before they go back at that breakdown.
Henry for Wales. That his third carry. 3-4-3. And now the error from the Welsh. So scrappy start. It's fair to say to this one.
Let's go, yellow.
See Rio Dyer in the sling. Hopefully it's a precautionary one, but it's never nice when he's not really near anybody. He goes down. Wish him a speedy recovery regardless. Good ferocity to the breakdown in this game so far. That's one thing we can take, that both teams are not holding back. There's a real edge and intensity. Australia see that as an opportunity to get some turnovers.
Scrum 2. They edge it and they get the penalty advantage here, the Aussies. Now they settle out the men on the outside. Hansen kicks ahead for himself. Hansen looking for that one just to sit up. It rolls on and advantage over. No. Back they go. So the Aussie big men.
Number 1, red.
Going well at scrum time, forcing the penalty there out
Number
of
1, red.
care. And if they want, they can have a snap at the sticks as well.
Yeah, might fancy a kick to the corner. See if their scrum dominance transfers to maul superiority.
You gotta get it.
Or they might just think, hang on, 3 points down. We'll just take the 3. We'll get back on an even keel. They are going to the corner though. Is this the kickstart that this game requires? Two from 2, big scrums for Australia.
Gotta check on the defence then.
Just getting that superiority. Grinding into Wales, winning the penalty. Setting up the maul.
More now!
Caught in there by Jose. Slips it back to Ross. Mafu.
Advantage, can left in the
Advantage here for Australia. Lonergan. The crossfield stab. Looking for Ram. Oh, mama! Ram went up centre, back in field for Hansen. It is spectacular. Whip that one on the sizzle reel.
Shot Jamie for the number, buddy. On the number. Good job.
Oh, the execution of the kick. You think, has he overcooked it? But look at the height And he's got the presence of mind, knowing that he's going into touch, just to lob the ball back in, into the open arms of his teammate Mick Hansen. And Hansen says, thank you very much. And there's no surprise, the entire team go and celebrate, not only with try scorer Hansen, but also with James Ram for that sensational skill.
That is some kind of finish from Hansen after Ram went up. He was only a late inclusion in the Aussie side after Jordan Patea was yanked out. He would have been a certain starter, Patea. But Ram says, hey, Geordie, while you're back in Brizzy, I'll get it done in Bazir. Now Lonergan. Lonergan, one in from touch. Lonergan off to the right. It says 8-6.
And again, go back to credit the forwards. They got the dominance in that maul. They had the penalty. It was a shot to nothing for Australia, so they could take a punt. And what about that skill, though? That is breathtaking. Such athleticism, such presence of mind, and then the actual skill execution.
Wales, though, sweep through and pulling the restart. It was Goodchild who got his hands on it. Now Davis. Blacker. Out the back for Evans. Tough one from Evans to the runner on the outside, and it's hit the deck and bounced up for Australia. Now Jose steps through a couple of Welsh defenders. Lonergan happy to box kick. Slices that one out on the fly. Will come back. Welsh line out throw.
Just the execution, just off the side of the boot. Just enough to carry it over this touchline rather than putting pressure back on Wales. Wales get the territorial gain. A chance to get some phases going. Been struggling to get that multi-phase, get any sort of possession for the wide men.
Nice ball out in front there for Nicholas, and Blacker swings it to the open side again. These runners fold around. Evans tries to cut his way through. Blacker. Dummy and run from Jones. Just probing for the moment. Nicholas again. Nicholas almost kicks out of the tackle of Hooper. Kerr. Blacker. Jones. Jones waits the pass beautifully for Reece Davis over the top.
No, you missed it there.
Goes Fraser McWright. Very nearly came away with it too. Now Wales through Evans. Evans into the 22. Tupou
that's good, yeah.
puts him down. 9 phases. Can they make it count here? Australia cleared well at the breakdown.
Sorry, I can't hear.
Rafael. Blacker over the top. Wales go up, come down and very nearly counter Australia's kick pass try with one of their own. Here is the try scorer, Hansen. And he knocks it in a touch. So 12 phases comes to 0 there for Wales, but encouraging signs for the Welsh.
I think that's the key, isn't it? Encouraging signs. Hold on to some ball. Make Australia defend. Get some momentum into this game. And then Blacker at the end asking a question of the outside defence. And in fairness to Australia, they deal with it well. But the clearance kick gives us Wales another attack opportunity.
It's a little bobble there again from the Welsh. So the handling error is starting to creep up from both sides. That Wales 4th of the first half, and Australia will say that will
Time off.
do us nicely in terms of clearing our 22.
technical issue for the referee.
So every time someone
Gives the
speaks,
players
I can't make out what they're saying.
a chance to catch their breath. Yeah, Wales will just look to build on this territory, try and make it as difficult for Australia to get out of their own 22 as they can. For Australia, they'll be in that huddle just now saying, let's have a big scrum, let's see if we can win a penalty, get an easy out.
Which one?
Just the one over there.
bit of
Where you
treatment.
kind of, I don't know if you're going against me.
I just needed
Australian
a
forwards as
I think
well.
it's like, yes.
Josh Kennedy down.
Anything you want to tell me? Anyone want to tell
A wrist strap
Oh, no,
by the
it was
looks of
just,
things.
that was much earlier on. It was about the offside line, but you sorted it out. So keep it like that.
There we hear Wales gave away a couple of early penalties for offside. Referee is now happy that they've sorted that out. Keep it like that.
Okay, here you go.
Which again, it's good
I got
learning
time
from the
back on.
Welsh. Know what the referee's going to be hot on. And you concede a couple of penalties, then you back off. If you hadn't conceded or hadn't penalised them, they could just continue to encroach.
Crouch! Fine! Set!
They lock it down again, Australia, and this time round they concede a free kick. On come Wales quickly. Tap and go is a good one from Basham. He's just 3 away. And now the penalty advantage being played here for the Welsh.
Advantage, hit.
They go in tight. That's Harris. Jones puts it in behind Jones. Oh, it's a beautifully weighted kick from Jones. What a put down from Nicholas. Weighted to a T.
Oh, we're seeing some World Cup skills a couple of weeks early. These boys should be on the plane to Russia. So deft off the left foot. And soaring through the air, Nicholas touches the ball down just in time. Again, they had that free ball, they had the penalty, they had a shot at it, but what about the execution? On the money.
Anywhere else line, sir?
Yeah, in line.
It's been a seesawing game thus far. Wales reclaim the lead after that deft kick from Jones for Nicholas. Now Evans. To extend, they're up by 3. Can he make it 5? No distance is no drama for Kai Evans. He lobbed one from 50 out. Not long back. Certainly likes to take every available second before making his strike. That one is good too. And it's 13-8.
Again, it's that communication beforehand between Nicholas and fly half Jones. Saying there's space in behind, put it on the boot. He's got the pace to get there in the nick of time.
Taggart, as he's done a couple of times, comes through and looks to force a turnover and has helped create that for Australia. Ross wrapped up.
Advantage.
Kemeny
Number
out the
5,
back
red
play for
offside.
Kuenzi.
Playing advantage. Number
No
5.
advantage there. Lonergan goes looking.
Number 5. Offside.
Penalty against Williams.
Exactly the response Australia would have wanted.
Shot.
I'm sure the Welsh coaching team, Geraint Lewis and the rest, will be disappointed that they didn't regather the restart, secure a breakdown or two, clear their lines. Instead they cough up possession and then they compound the error by creeping offside. Big Max Williams, too enthusiastic to get off the line. He's the man that was penalised. So after the 7-pointer, so important that you get that restart, you're secure, relieve the pressure, but instead they've given Australia a shot at 3.
Monaghan chips it through. Margins back to 2. There's Jason Gilmore and his men run the rule over what's played out through the first 35 against Wales. Evans waits that nicely, finds Hansen in turn.
Okay, everybody, yeah, wait, yellow, wait.
Gets it to 20, sends it downtown,
Keep moving.
and Wales go to the air. With Evans coming through, Hansen bobbles it initially, and then brings it in.
Take the ball if you want the ball.
Monaghan finds a run up. Hungana out the back for Lucas. Lucas pops it up there for Tupou. Keeps it alive here for Ram. Ram
No more hands, Red.
just shy of halfway. Quincy, flat ball.
No, forward pass.
Right, forward passes the call.
Forward pass.
To Harry Hoopert. Forward passes the call.
Seemed marginal. Get another shot at it here on the 10-metre line. Pretty much still on the 10-metre line. I think you'll see many of them in a game that are not called. But decision made. Australian attack
Are you good?
negated. Wales have scrum put it.
They want the time, let's go.
4 minutes before the half. Chance for Wales to launch an attack, see if they can extend their 2-point lead. See scrum's been a difficult area for them.
Wait from Australia, was that tap back in by Wales. Now Lonergan comes round and makes a pest of himself. Good counter work from the Aussies. Scrapping for the peel, they can't get it. Felt back for Blacker. Jones. He's shown how lethal he is with his kicking just before that try earlier from the Welsh. Put it on the plate for Nicholas. Quenzi for
Now everybody
Australia.
wait, yellow.
Hammers that one up the park. Conby is back. Conby gets through a couple of the Junior Wallabies forwards. Jones, nice quick pass there for Baldwin. Now Baldwin back in field. In they go Wales. It's Goodchild with the try.
I saw that there. You okay with that?
You just see how dangerous Baldwin is on that outside break. Just uses the pass just to drift outside the Australian defence, and he's got the strength and the acceleration to bounce through. Australian captain. The tackle of Lonergan, and then it's just good support play from Goodchild. The execution of the 2-on-1
In line with you.
is spot on.
Shot, Cappy. In line with you, yes.
They get a hold of the ball, they get the ball out to their outside backs, and they're causing trouble. They have some dangerous runners, given half a yard. Just see what they can do.
Just 2 minutes to run in this first half. Australia
Okay,
led early.
What was that number? Because I think myself
The
and
boot of Ryan Lonergan.
Nadi
But
saw it as well. Do you have that number?
Wales
there?
have flown back into this contest. They're up by 7. Conversion attempt from Evans still to come.
Cappy.
As his dad watches on, the famous Welshman, Johan Evans. Kai mixes it up this time round. Takes a touch off and pops it through. 20 plays 11.
Yeah, it's a simple 2-on-2. But Baldwin backs himself to get on that outside. He's got the strength. And then Goodchild starts on his outside, recognises the space on the inside. And the communication is good enough. The accuracy of the pass. Good score, Wales.
The Welsh came into this game as outsiders against the Aussies. They've never defeated Australia at the Under-20 Championship. Not once in the history of the tourney. There's Blacker. Down for Hansen. Had a big hand in inside Sol. Try Coenzi, caught high. Caught very high.
No. Still got to take precaution there.
Yeston Harris, Welsh hooker I think it was, that
High tackle.
around the neck. No further punishment coming.
Yes,
So
sir.
happy it was a high tackle, but no danger.
Okay. Last play.
I saw a yellow card in the game previous to this for that exact
So keep them there, please. Eh?
same type of tackle.
Yeah, because he connects with the head as well. So certainly seen a yellow card given for that. Yeston Harris can count himself a lucky boy.
Kemeny rocked there by Harris. Hungana. No, he looked to offload and then was caught in two minds. And Wales hang on in the closing stages of the first half. They'll go to the sheds with a tidy little buffer. At half-time here in Bazir, this Pool A game sees Wales clear by 9 against Australia.
Yeah, not good enough. Like I can't make out any
the Harlequins club down in Melbourne. They've dropped it again here, Australia. They've dropped it cold.
It's almost like they're still in the changing sheds, not come out for the start of the second half.
At the scrum, you mean?
It's just the frustrating
On the more.
errors. Get yourselves in good field position, have that dominance in the scrum.
A little bit.
I think right now we can start to really ramp up this pressure on Wales.
Let's go, yeah.
The key to that is keeping a hold of the ball.
Inside.
Good seconds.
Crouch! Bind! Sit!
They go again, the green and gold.
Balls on.
It's a good strike, though, from the Welsh, and nice pressure at the back as well to shut down Basham. Charge down here. Reclaimed by Australia. Can they get their mitts on it and not cough it up? Kamini drilled
Yes.
by Williams. Mafu digs in, gets close to the 22. Lonigan chasing runners. Goes wide there to hoop it.
Tackle
Hoop it.
complete! No hands!
Wales called out of it. Lonigan, Tupou, trying to inject himself into the game. Boom teenager. Tupou. Kawenzi has a dart. Lonigan holds it up for Hungana. He drops it.
Second one by yellow.
First one against Wales. You can hear the shout there from Lonigan to his forwards. Get round the corner.
Handling errors, as I said earlier. Ball's becoming a little bit greasy, but that's just the actual weight of pass. Although a Welsh hand seemed to get in the way. Since Australia still have possession, we know how strong their scrum is. Fantastic position for the backs to launch a move, or they'll just eke out another penalty.
Bind! Sit!
Here comes a wait again from Australia. They trap it at the back.
Yellow.
There's a penalty advantage now. Lonigan, Kawenzi puts it in behind. It ricochets off the Welsh defence, and back to the mark they
Knees on the
go.
ground. And not keeping straight. Knees on the ground.
Persistent offending at
They're
the
not keeping
scrum,
straight.
Sean, is that chance of that coming in for yellow card, or does the Welsh coach, Geraint Lewis, think actually I'll take the initiative and make some changes in the front row, try and just shift this momentum?
So the first one was knees on the ground, and then not keeping straight.
Or is it because he's being penalised for different things he can continue to offend?
Looking to wipe the 3 off the boot from Kai Evans off the board here, Lonigan. It was 20-11 at half-time. Jason Gilmore watches on pensively. Lonigan from right in front. Cracks it through, 23-14. 48 in the rearview mirror.
And after the way the Scotland-Italy game panned out earlier today, there's plenty of mileage left in this one. Might be a 9-point lead for Wales, but we saw earlier that doesn't count for much.
Hansen tries to get past Goodchild. Goodchild wraps him up. Good clear out too from the Australians. Lonigan, Mafu.
No, Australia.
Lonigan back in the pocket is Kawenzi, looking to sweep that one in a touch, and does so.
I need you on the line here, Ed, please.
Decent outcome from Australia after chipping over the 3 points. Again, important just not to give away soft possession, not to make any basic errors, clear the lines, see what Wales' line-out's like.
Wales just get the communication wrong at the tail there, but
Turnovers, no hands, Red. Turnovers, good.
good job initially of hanging on to it. Now it comes away for Australia and they burn another opportunity. They forced the turnover, they brought it to the short side. I'm not sure how far Harry Hooper was going to go.
2, 8 and 9, yellow substitution, please.
It's a difficult one, Lonergan down that narrow side. One of those you just think, just throw the dummy, take the tackle yourself. You're a couple of metres in from touch, giving it to Hooper in that position. And in fact, that's Lonergan's last act of the game. Australia gone to the bench early.
No!
Another turnover, McDermott. McDermott, oh my goodness.
No advantage for the knock-on by Red.
Let's go. Reece, eyes on me. Don't worry about it, let's fix it. Head up, let's
What
go.
has been applied to the hands of the Aussies at
2
the
and 3,
break?
Red.
Bit of salt cream,
Olive oil.
2 and 3.
bit of oil olay, some straight Vass. What is going on?
Yeah, there's a raft of pretty basic errors in the first 11 minutes of this half. Just waiting for a spark. Big Australian scrum. Let's give it to big Tupou in the midfield. See what he can ignite.
Yeah, gotta stay there. Crouch!
Let's see what they got cracking here, the Aussies. They've put Hangana in the midfield.
Yeah.
And on the blind side of the scrum
No, that's both sides. No
comes
stability,
their
that's
winger,
both sides.
Matty
It's a new front
McTaggart,
nose
who
as well.
adds at least 70
So let's settle
kilos,
down.
maybe 80 tops.
Take your time, don't
There's
rush
not
on both
much
sides.
of Matty, you can move. But I don't know that scrummaging is his strong suit, but he aims up here on the blind side of the scrum. They've also got the wide runner kissing the chalk on the far side. That is Ram. Might be a little pearler coming here from the Aussies.
Crouch!
McDermott
Fine! Sit!
out of Queensland. Had a bit of Aussie sevens as well. They get the penalty. So all that effort of setting up the outside runners. And McTaggart will say, that was all me. I'm the reason why. We have jagged a penalty. Really dishing up Wales at scrum time here, the Aussies.
And as a former back, you can always say, well, scrummaging's obviously easy. Even the backs can do it now, can't they? Win penalties against or for Australia
I'll get
here.
you the numbers.
There he is on the near side, Matty
They'll show it
McTaggart.
early, no?
Me, sir? Was that me, yeah?
And Australia
Yeah,
can
just
put
keep your shoulders
the
up
move
higher.
with Hangana in the centre back in the secret dossier file. They can unleash that at a later stage.
McDermott. Overrun a touch on the outside, Tafa. Another Victorian representative aiming up here in the green and gold of Australia. It's been lost again by Australia. Here come Wales. Huge run up the park from their number 8, Basham. Now they shape out the back through Evans. Evans!
Get up, stay.
Crucial tackle made there by Ross. Jones. That pass had some fizz on it. Connected there with care. Davis. Reece Davis. And he goes without.
Knock on by Red.
Quality
Number 1, Red.
from Basham, ripping the ball from Australia and charging down the field. Australia, their scramble defence covers that, and they get their defensive line set very quickly. And in the end, it's Wales that cough up possession with
Let's go.
an error at the breakdown. Pick and go that wasn't effective.
There we go.
We're back to scrum time. Just in the process again, it's the pressure that Australia are putting on at the breakdown. Trying to get onto ball, making Wales fall uncomfortable, uncompromising positions that favour the Australians, force the error.
McDermott for Lucas. Lucas very nearly gets his nose through the line. McDermott looks for Quincy.
Now wait, yellow.
Hits it low and in a touch.
Good clearing kick as well, going into touch as well. Doesn't give Kai Evans any chance to counter-attack. Seen how dangerous he can be in the broken field, along with the replacement Joe Goodchild and Ryan Conbeer. He's been quiet so far in this second half.
Crossfield kick here from Jones. Hansen can't come down with it. Falls for the Welsh.
No, get your hands up, please. Touch ball.
Everyone on side, chasing. McTaggart. Back in field for Ram.
There's the ball. Yeah, get it.
Lucas. Lucas kicks out of the first tackle. Hungana makes the clean out. McDermott. Tip ball from Marfoot. McDermott again. Kuenzi. Tupou. Has been handled pretty well thus far. Tupou hasn't had a whole lot of front foot ball, it must be said.
Keep moving back there, please. Pillars, please.
Jose.
He was clearing you, please. Wait, yellow.
Kuenzi. Down to Evans. In turn goes to Jones. Jones all the way downfield to Hansen. He's happy to kick as well. Here comes Nicholas.
Okay, advantage.
Besides try scorers, penalty advantage here.
Everybody there, right?
Going the way of Wales, a nice line from Basham. Evans, pinned down by Kuenzi.
4 and 5 in front of kicker,
go back.
Advancing.
Blythe, the man penalised from Australia.
Number 4 and 5.
It's Wales that win this kicking duel. Australia again, the ones that are ill-disciplined, and they've still not learnt. With Kai Evans on the field, you don't want to give away penalties in your own territory, in your own half, because he will punish you. See a replay. So it's a long clearing kick. Numbers 4 and 5 in the middle of the field. They're walking forward for Australia.
You've got 30 seconds.
Moving in any sort of forward direction. If you're in front of the kicker, sometimes you get away with it. Sometimes you get penalised for it. If the referee's picked you up on it and you're not listening to him, it's a soft one to give away.
Kai Evans. Evans hits it. A nanosecond later, he spins and goes back to get the restart. He's piping them and now has his side out to a 12-point lead, 20 to go.
He is lethal with the boot, Kai Evans, isn't he? He's punishing Australia for any misdemeanours and indiscretions.
So it's New Zealand and Japan, the other two teams in this pool with Australia And the Welsh,
Closing the gap again.
essentially you've got to win each of your pool games to be any shot of going
You've got
through
to
to
stay on
the
the line,
semis.
please.
And with New Zealand lurking, that's not a very tasty proposition for any of the other sides in this pool. That's what makes this game so significant as Jose is driven back by the Welsh. The other option is you win, then you try and blow out Japan and hope that you've got a good enough points differential to go through as the
No, got it, yeah.
top side to round out the 4 semi-finalists. No look ball back in fields, a handy one from Australia to hoop it. McDermott looking at Sparky side, Coenzi. Bounce pass for Tupou. Collared there by Nicholas. McDermott. Coenzi. McDermott
Side.
comes in and just settles it down.
Offside.
Another penalty for offside for Wales. Again, it's just that lack of discipline. Just give that half yard. Must have been the 4th penalty they've conceded for being offside. You know that Egan Seconds is hot on it. Both touch judges or assistant referees. So
Number 4.
don't tempt them, don't
That's
tease
number 6
them.
coming off. Wait.
Just have
That's
that
number 6 going
extra
off.
half yard.
Number 4.
And okay, you can't apply as much line speed, but you're not giving Australia easy field position like the Welsh have just
There's your
done.
mark. Red. Okay, Red. Time is still off. I need you to move. Here's the mark. Gotta stay there.
Malolo to the back. Bounces across the top of the maul. Francis.
Yeah, now get back.
One of the better runs we've seen tonight from Australia. Now numbers to the right. Lucas wide. Hansen overrun on the outside by Ram.
An excellent Australian attack until the very last ball. Just for Ram, just wants that ball flat, but he's got to appreciate that Matt Hansen inside him is under huge pressure.
The mark is
Just
there.
holds that run,
but you need to
just
come into
that
the line
half
as well.
meter. He's then catching that ball. He's cantering over the whitewash.
Up at the front.
That's a ball!
Pulling
He's
there
through the
from
middle. He's through
Ellis
the middle.
Jones.
Use it once. Use it 9.
Blacker can't find touch. Hansen. They're in a real scrap here, the Australians. Tupou. Face ball for Lucas. McDermott.
No, you missed it.
Just a touch of direction going out of the Australians' game at the moment. The stakes creeping in.
Just need some leaders just to step up and say, either give me the ball, I'll take it forward, I'll set that platform, or I'll kick the corners, I'll give that extra pass out, and we can hit the midfield.
Just wondering why you've got a tight head prop at first receiver there.
Play to your strengths. And that's where if you've got a tight head prop at first receiver, you want him just to carry ball, get a couple of other forwards close by, just go straight at the Welsh defence with a couple of forwards there, generate quick ball, and then look to then on the front foot pick off the Welsh defence, rather than your tight head prop looking to distribute out to the wider channels to your standoff running off him. So it's It's just that clarity of execution. They are in a battle. They've been put under a lot of pressure from Wales.
Well, the Aussies would have fancied their chances coming in this one. They've never lost to Wales in the history of the 20s championship, and this region of France has a special Aussie feel. There have been a number of ex-Wallabies that have come over here and played. Justin Harrison down the road with Narbonne, Rocky Elsom, Brett Sheehan.
Same applies.
Super Rugby players, Huey Edmonds, Josh Valentine, Tyrone Smith. So this part of France generally brings good results for Australians. Not tonight, not through 64.
Perhaps they're expecting the spirit of Australia to carry them through. Not actually appreciated that they're up against a dogged Welsh outfit.
Well, Wales struggled in the recently completed Six Nations.
They did.
In 20s, so that saw Australia come in as favourites for this one. They finished second in the recently completed Oceania Rugby Championships. Went down to New Zealand in a big one. So, of the two teams, Australia definitely carried the better form. Bash them off the back. It's counted for little tonight, though. Condi. It's been Kai Evans' boot that's been the difference. And now the penalty goes against Wales. It compounds the initial knock on, and then they try to sneak a hand in there at the ruck to pull it back.
Just a flatness to the game just now, but Australia, there's no energy when they win that penalty. No one's buoyed, no one's excited by the fact that they're going to be in Welsh 22, a chance to attack, a chance to get points on the board, really get back into this game. The whole game's just, I think it's being dominated by errors, and it's taking the energy out of the players. So here's a chance for Australia to remedy that.
Advantage, knock on by yellow. Stay on side, yellow.
Knock it on.
Yep, they could do that too. Blacker.
Advantage over.
Well, it's hard to pinpoint what exactly is going on in terms of the Australians' ball handling. That now their 12th handling error.
That's you, Red.
I think that the disappointing thing for them is that they're basic errors. It's not like you're throwing an offload on going to score, or it's pretty sort of high percentage plays that they're just coughing up.
Tafa. Jose. Good clash of bodies there. McDermott. Deep for Lucas. He's slippery, Lucas. Basham hit him hard. Francis. Not even committing in tight, and that's smart play from Malolo. Wales just fan in defence. No one at the breakdown. Jose out the back. Karenzi looks up.
First knock on was of yellow, second one was of red.
I think that passage sums up this game.
Look, we walked the field pre the first game tonight here in Bazir. Butter soft, we described it as. The most delightful deck you could ever dream of playing on. It's obviously carrying a touch of moisture. That's the only way you could describe some of this. Fair?
Yeah, I think so. Some of it, the pressure that the defence is putting on, especially at the breakdown, this ball being coughed up there, but some of it, the eyes are just coming off the ball for the attacker, and again, maybe that's because of the pressure the defence is being put, or putting them under. But you would hope at international level, they kind of catch pass basics, would be slightly better execution. As we see the Italians enjoying their moment in the limelight after their last-ditch victory over Scotland in the first game of this evening.
Yeah, that was some kind of finish. The Utsarini
Bind.
snatching it from Scotland.
Sit.
Big weight again from Australia. They disrupted the back. Jones to the boot.
Let's watch it, Mark.
Is that one going to stay in? No. Now, Wales really couldn't present Australia with too many more opportunities to say, have a dip at our line, have a go.
That's it.
Can they take advantage? Can they capitalise here? The green and gold.
2 rounds. 2 rounds. He's looking at it. He's looking.
Malolo to Jose. McWright. Francis looks to shrug off the first up tackle. Rid into the turf eventually. There's the ball on line for Tupou. Nicholas. Great tackle down low. Coenti. Lucas dummies. Lucas for McTaggart.
Touch there, Natty. So, option.
Another handling error.
Want the line out.
It's in a
Take
touch.
the line out.
Lucas looked to have done all that needed to be done.
He turned the Welsh defence inside out. They didn't know if they were coming or going. You think for all your money, it's a simple trot in for McTaggart. But no, so much good work. It's just undone by that final pass.
Use it now, 9.
Laka has controlled things well for his team. Just pushes that past the 22. 10 to go. Australia have to be the next team to score. Malolo
Time off. We got an
gets
injury
set for his
to number
line out
5.
throw. Got an Aussie down in back play. It's Jose.
Come on.
Trevor Jose, and onto the park for Wales comes Greg Ains, replacing Davis.
When playing in deepest, darkest winter in Scotland, when it's wet and cold, you sometimes think that it's not an advantage to have the ball. You just want to kick to the opposition and force errors on them because of the conditions. This game's almost been one of those that you just give the ball to the opposition, let them make a mistake.
Can I just clarify for you, Colin? We're in the south of France, and it's summer.
That's the one caveat.
Malolo. McDermott.
Advantage.
Penalty advantage here for Australia. Offside, the Welsh.
20 offside. Number 20 offside.
They just got a tap and go here, Australia. It's not working at line-out time.
20 offside. Okay.
Slowing the tempo is not bringing results.
Okay, it's the same injury.
You could also
that he
be
was
having a
struggling
word
with
in the referee's ear about how many penalties Wales are giving away for offside, and there's not been any further repercussion. You see, Jose looks in a bit of bother, whether it's cramp or he's taking a blow to the lower leg, calf or shin. Blow to his lower leg would be around most men's hips, I think. He's got that sort of length of leg.
To go. Number 20 offside.
Another chance for Australia to kick to the corner, apply some pressure, look to cross the whitewash, make a game of it in the last 10 minutes.
That's on you.
The line-out's been good, it's just been that delivery down from line-out to setting up the maul a couple of times. They've just come unstuck, ball's been dropped.
Malolo is the man who gets it to the back. Put in well there by Tuffa. Another penalty for the Australians, and maybe even a yellow card here against the Welsh.
No, yeah, listen, no, shh. The sack is good, which means it's technically a tackle. then you can't put your hands in there. You can't kill the ball.
They're going to go again here, the Aussies. They kick
Keep
the
it
touch.
positive, Wales. Keep it positive, please. The line's the middle.
How many? How many? Sit! Two around the corner! Two around the corner!
12 points separates these two teams. Malolo to Tafa at the back, sacked well. Ah, it's happened again.
Okay, no.
The Australians have grasped the pill.
That's unnecessary.
It gets feisty. The Aussies might be better placed just stepping back and wiping their hands. So the next time the ball comes their way, they don't drop it.
Here we go.
On that occasion, I can hear a reference in the sack is good, so Wales have negated any chance for Australia to set up a maul.
Let's get in,
So
Wales.
Australia just need to look after ball,
Australia, let's get.
break away as we see it coming down. Goes to ground, the ball is just being held out by the Australian. Looks like a big Welsh paw, manages to get a slap on it. And the basics,
Crouch.
setting up the maul, ineffective for Australia.
Sit.
Do Wales dodge another bullet? Or will the Australian scrum put the
Too much
squeeze
is
on,
no.
regain
That's
possession
unnecessary.
for
Let's go, boys.
the green and golds?
Let's play. Let's play. Instability there.
Break! Seconds! Locks! Feed him, shots! Feed him,
Crouch.
down! Seconds!
Bind. Sit.
2, 3, 4! Ah, wait!
Basham peels away.
Heads up, heads up.
Have some valuable metres for his team as well. Morgan,
Watch kicker!
replacement scrum half on for Blacker, who
Shoulders
put in
on,
a
shoulders on.
terrific shift for his team. Morgan
That's fine. Play on.
snaps the box. Ram is going to need help here as Basham comes in chasing the turnover, loses his feet though.
He's got the ball. Leave
Wow.
it out. Gold, off gold.
Basham comes away with it. Super result. There's a repeat box. Morgan sending the Aussies back towards their line.
Inside.
Hansen
You got to wait, yeah.
down by 12,
Wait, gold,
5
wait.
remaining and kicks it
Play
back
on.
to Wales.
On the ground!
They'll
No.
be playing on the ground. That should be an Aussie ball. And it is.
Yeah. They won the ball.
It was a stinging
Number
front-on
21
shot.
came in and played it. They won the ball.
I think it might have been Wood.
Shut your mouth.
Kalenzi comes in. Let's see how many metres he can peel off here. They've got to get it to go
Thank
here.
you.
The Aussies, that is cracking front on shot. It was Wood too. Just dropped the shoulder. Michael Wood from the Brothers Club in Brisbane.
It's the way he then gets back to feet, and his teammate Angus Blythe recognises there's an opportunity, and the two of them blitz over that Welsh breakdown. And that's where the Welsh are penalised again.
Tupou. He's clobbered. Jose. Kawenzi holds it up for Lucas. Lucas with runners on the outside. Rum. 6 away. Francis.
Tackle.
No dramas. Francis hanging onto the seed. Here's Wood.
Here we go.
Kawenzi very nearly sneaking through. McDermott calls for runners to his right.
Stay on, please.
Ross. Malolo. McDermott. Flat ball for Hansen. Hansen gets it back for McDermott. McDermott! He's over. Finally, the Aussies cracked the Welsh Open. 26-19, 3 to go.
That's outstanding work in the offload on the back on the inside from Mac Hansen.
No,
Well, you want all good scrum halves looking for that second touch to get back involved in the play. Just it's a straightening off the left foot from Hansen. And good strength in the end from the replacement scrum half, Tate McDermott. Rocking the headband, flowing blonde hair for the Bjorn Borg.
Happy?
Yes, mate.
I'm coming to you for try, no try, please.
Try, no try?
Yes. I was playing advantage for offside penalty. If there's no try there, I'm coming back for the penalty advantage.
Did he get it down here with the first go? Take McDermott. That camera angle, not particularly kind. This one might be a little more so for the Aussies. Try there. And there.
We've got a TMO, don't worry. Wait for me.
TMO, Shane McDermott, we'll see what he comes back with, but on that angle, everything looks sweet for Tate. Another look. In control. Ball down. Crowd getting a little restless here in Bezier. They want it on the board. They want to see the grandstand finish that awaits.
Are you there?
Yes, Captain.
The gold player has grounded the ball over the line.
Okay.
Try.
Stick to my decision.
Okay. 26-19. This is a crucial kick from Isaac Lucas.
Which one? Yeah. No problem.
Can he squeeze it through? He's got to get it away, Lucas. It's good.
Number 12.
26-21.
Number 12.
Another thrilling final few moments coming up here in Beziers in the south of France.
Okay, he's off the pitch. Let's go.
We had Italy popping Scotland deep in injury time earlier tonight. And now the Australians with an opportunity, maybe, to get out of jail. They have been a long way below their best.
Make sure
but they're still in the fight, down by 5. Hansen. Hansen holds his feet nicely. McDermott, most recent try scorer, Kuenzi, Jose. Here comes Tupou. Almost got through. McDermott. Kuenzi again. Francis, oh, he's jarred in a huge shot. Has coughed it up, and that might be that. Wales can hang on here. Wind down the clock. All pop 3. Now the crossfield kick from Wales. McTaggart goes back, cleans up, goes to Hansen. Hansen beats one tackle, throws it back in field. It's going to fall for the Welsh. A minute to go. Maybe it'll be the Welsh that round it out with a try.
Stay on now.
45 seconds to go. Six away. Happy to absorb every last second off the clock with ball in hand. They've been the better team throughout the night, no question. Wales. There's the captain on the deck. 8 phases, another 2 should do it. 10 to go till the full-time siren will ring out around the Star de la Mediterranee in Béziers, the south of France. Wales chasing their first ever win against Australia in the World Rugby Under-20 Championship. It goes in a touch. History has been made. Wales have rolled Australia for the first time ever in the World Rugby Under-20 Championship. Full time, Wales 26, Australia 21. Well, it was a rocky Six Nations Championship for the Welsh. They came into this match as outsiders, but through the boot, through the super boot of Kai Evans, they've had enough in the locker to hang tough over the closing stages. Nicholas with a terrific try also for the Welsh. For Australia, McDermott and Hansen with the 5-pointers. Huge win for the Welsh. And with Japan and New Zealand to come in their pool, they are very much a live hope of potentially sneaking into the semis. It's a win for the underdogs. Coenzi just couldn't get it to go for the Aussies tonight. Their 15 handling errors, certainly not helping things. Managing just 2 offloads. Wales minimised their mistakes and made the Aussies pay. It's a big night. It's a big result for the Welsh. And it's time now to catch up with one of the stars of the show.
Congratulations, Tommy. I think it's safe to say built on defence and taking your chances.
Yeah, definitely. Defence is one thing we've been working on really hard in training back in Cardiff. So it's nice to see parts of that come into the game today.
And good to have a little bit of magic out in the backs, and obviously the kicking of Kai Evans.
Yeah, exactly. Fair play to Kai, he practices hard. He slots them in training all day, so to see him do it on the pitch, on a stage like this, fantastic. And some of the backs we got, we're really lucky to have them, because we're really electric in the backfield.
And obviously in a group with New Zealand and Japan, playing against Australia, massive to get that win to start the campaign. Definitely,
we said we're not here to make up the numbers in the pool. We're here to give us the best shot as we can, compete against the best teams in the world, put ourselves on their on the stage.
Good work, congratulations, and always nice to spill a bit of blood for the cause.
I'm all right, there's nothing there. Thank you very much.
Good man.
Cheers, thank you a lot.
Well, that's rocked the Australians, no doubt about it. The Welsh, they'll head back to base camp, buzzing. See Ryan Lonergan having a chat to the Aussies, so they can stay alive if they roll Japan and then can somehow conjure a win against New Zealand down into the Welsh camp.
Right, but what's exciting, we get to play in a fucking huge game. Right, winner takes all. Right, and we'll fucking take it.
I do apologise for the colourful language out of the Welsh camp, but they are rightly stoked with that result. So both these teams still to face, Japan and New Zealand. New Zealand, who have been the benchmark for years and years in the world of the Under-20 Championship. Australia, well, they'll head back down the road to Perpignan, where they're based. And Jason Gilmore will go back to the whiteboard and work out how they can turn things around in such a short period of time. No question the best team on the night have walked away with the victory. Okay, tough evening for the green and gold. Let's work out what went wrong. Back sideline with Colin Gregor.
It's a tough one to take, just a case of a little bit too late in the second half.
Yeah, I think we sort of we lost the game. You know, we really didn't play the way that we should have. We played in the right areas of the field, but we just couldn't execute any plays or build any pressure. Full credit to Wales, they're a quality outfit.
And just looking to build for or moving forward, what can you take from this evening's game?
I think we can take, you know, we were still in the match at the last play there, and we did not play how we wanted to, and we made a lot of errors that we really shouldn't be making. So I guess that's a positive, but really is back to the drawing board, and you know, we really have to fix those things up because it's just not good enough.
Yeah, well, all the best for the rest of the tournament. I'm sure you'll fix them up.
Thank you. Cheers.
So Pool A has results that look like that. Wales sit top for the moment. Japan and New Zealand, they're still in progress, so we don't have their finalised score from down in Narbonne, just down the road, half an hour away from here in Bazir. You would think Japan would be doing it tough against New Zealand. Pool B. And Pool C still to come across the coming weeks here in the south of France. Full time here in Bazir. It is Wales that have down Australia. Full time, 26-21.
On est vite un peu perdu sans mobile. Orange vous prête un mobile en 24 heures en cas de casse, de perte ou de vol. Orange.